This is it. This is me the night before my photo shoot. Gotta make the skin look good. Got all my clothes over there. Got a whole bag full of options. And hoping to get at least 4 looks. And I've definitely got enough options in there for like 6 at least. So looking forward to tomorrow. All right. Just finished up the headshot session with JP. Shit went really well. Had a great time. And I'm pumped to get those photos and send them over to my agent. So, woo! Man, I feel like that was a long time coming for some reason. I mean, it has been. I literally talked to my agent about getting new headshots in like January, and then all this COVID shit happened, so obviously like everything kind of stopped. And then luckily was able to get some money and been abundant with the finances, and obviously I invested in my acting career, so headshots was on the top of the list. Boom, done. Hair's looking good. Got my fucking fresh haircut. Got my looks all advised by my agent. All new threads. And just got done with that session. I feel good. It feels good to like get all that done and move forward. I have a really good feeling about all of it. And I've been like channeling positive energy towards this entire process. So yeah, for the actors out there, it's a process. Take your headshot session very seriously, but, have fun with it. Don't get too stressed. Try not to get too stressed. I think the most stressful part for me was honestly getting the looks together the way that my agent had recommended to me. So like sifting through different clothes and all that stuff. I bought a bunch of clothes thinking that they were gonna work for this session, and then like only one of the shirts I bought ended up being recommended by my agent, and then she sent me a bunch of stuff, so I got more clothes. So yeah, that's same thing. I was lucky, and I'm grateful that I had the finances to get those clothes. Like that was something in the past that I had trouble with. I didn't have the money to go get a good haircut, to get some fresh clothes that like were recommended to me, all that kind of stuff. So, and then same thing, JP was the photographer that she recommended to me, so I just feel good about this whole thing. Yeah. So today is Friday, September 18th. A lot of cool acting stuff happening for me today. Yeah, so I figured I'd share. First thing I'm doing, I'm trying to set up a headshot proof sheet, which is basically, you take all your photos and you put them all in a viewable gallery or album, and you can share that with your representative, which is what I'm trying to do. Basically, I sent my reps my Dropbox thing, and it's just a pain in the ass through Dropbox to like view everything, and it takes a long time. So she recommended a service to me that normally does this, and I started looking into their stuff, and this service has shut down completely because of COVID. Like the company itself shut down. So that sucks. Then I'm looking into another one. I'm about to give them a call, which is actually right up the street here. They might be shut down too. At least that's what their website says. Whether or not they're still offering this online proof service, I don't know. I got to find out, so I'm going to call. But in the meantime, I'm trying to problem solve, and I found just like a normal photography proof website, and I'm trying to set up a gallery through there using their free trial. So yeah, that's the first thing. Working on that. Second thing, I have a tech rehearsal for the Zoom performance of Anthony's play that he wrote that I am a part of. So the tech rehearsal is in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I'll be doing that. That'll be fun. In addition to that, I have to learn lines for this scene that I chose that I'll be presenting in a casting director workshop that I signed up for, which will be happening next week. And it meets 2 times, so 1 class next week, 1 class the following week. The first class is you pick a scene and go in with that, and then the second class you are assigned sides, and then you go with that. I have never worked with this casting director, so yeah, I just had a good feeling about who it was. Mike Page, he's a CSA member, he's cast a lot of cool stuff, projects that I would like to be in, and those sort of genres, not just one or the other. He does a lot of different stuff, so that's why I picked him. Also, so memorizing lines, that's going to be a big part of my day and for the rest of the week. And the other thing is, yesterday I was able to talk to Emily and Jess, and it looks like they are in for shooting these 2 projects that I'm looking to do within the next month or 2. At least that's my goal, to get these things done soon. One of them is just a scene from my reel, and I'll be doing that with Emily. It's a scene from a movie called Falling in Love, which was from 1984 with Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep. Really awesome scene. The writing is good, and the acting, at least in the scene, as I'm sure you would assume, is really masterful. Difficult, for sure. So I'm looking forward to working on that with her and shooting that. I'm going to just shoot it myself. I'll reach out to a few people, see if they want to help, but I'm cool with doing it myself. I think we could pull it off. Second thing is I'm going to do one of these short plays that I have been talking about all summer that I read with John, that are John Patrick Shanley's plays. And there's one that I felt Jess would be really good in, and I reached out to her and I sent it to her. So I'm just waiting for her to get back to me about what she thinks about this specific short play. But I'm looking to shoot that with her, like in a cinematic way. That one, I think I will actually reach out to some people and try to crew up a little bit, maybe just like 1 person or 2 people, just to like make sure the sound is really good and the quality of the video. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Those 2 projects are gonna carry me for the next like couple months. But yeah, that's it for right now. I've got croissants in the oven. And I'm trying to do this proof thing. So trying to get it done before I need to get ready for my tech rehearsal. That's it. Actor's life. The actor's way. Life in Los Angeles.
No one would suffer, and every person knew for a fact I existed. Every person would accept their death.
So I am working on some lines. It's about 3 pages, just a couple lines over 3. This is the 4th page. This is a way that I like to do it. I literally like to read it out loud over and over again. And I'll bounce back and forth between reading it by rote, which is how I was trained to do it in the Meisner program at Baron Brown, which is before you start working on any of the inflection and emotional preparation and action, the flavor, before you add any flavor to it, that you just say the line like deadpan, so that you're just memorizing the words. And the reason for that is so that you don't get locked into any particular flavor. So, yeah, because if you're memorizing lines, you're most likely going to be saying them over and over again. And if you're saying them over and over again the same way, you can subconsciously deliver it that way. So that could be detrimental because that might not make sense to the story or sound natural or have any depth to it. So yeah, that's the whole point of memorizing lines by rote. I'm sure a lot of people with acting experience know this. I personally bounce back and forth between playing with the lines and reading it by rote. So I'm pretty good with not getting stuck in an inflection. And that's because I've sort of drilled lines in so many different ways, and that's a part of my prep, is that I will say the lines once I know them in a lot of different ways so that I'm not stuck. And then I will naturally settle into a choice that feels natural. So, and also goes into the action after I've done my script analysis. I don't go too crazy with writing script analysis on my page when it's like right off the bat. I did do that, and I guess it depends on the job or the gig or whatever it is you're prepping. I feel comfortable like understanding the action just sort of like in my body and in my mind, but sometimes I will write what my action is and what I'm trying to get and that sort of thing. So I haven't covered my script in notes yet. I might. I don't know. So yeah, that's sort of how I go about drilling lines, and it works for me. I put a little tally mark up in the corner of my page every time. This is for, I put tally marks on my script for how many times that I've read it through by rote. So like just as fast as I can, exactly how it needs to be said, and I read the other lines too, so that I'm learning the cue lines. I'm learning the entire scene, essentially. As you should, if you're going to be doing plays, you need to know what's happening. So, yeah, that's a little spiel, I guess. Everyone has their particular method. I figured I'd share mine. Maybe you could tell me something about how you do yours. I don't know. What do you do? I've tried a lot of different ways, and this just works for me. I've also once I memorize the lines, I start moving around a lot too, and then I'll start trying to do things while I'm saying the lines. So like, I'll just like open and close drawers, start touching little things, detailed things, like activities, fold clothes, do the dishes, run around. I'll start jumping on the couch and up on the bed and all this, exercise, jumping jacks, that sort of thing. Just to throw curveballs in it so that it's like, how well do you know it? Like they would say in our training, like you need to know your lines as well as you know how do you say your name and your birthday. You know, you don't think about it. If you're doing jumping jacks and someone asks you what your name is and what your birthday is, you're just going to say it. So that's how well you should know your lines. Yeah, what else? I've also done exercises in the past where, and it depends on the situation again. I've done things where I will mark, or I will do the same physical action on a particular line. So this could serve you if you're doing a play or if you need to hit marks on a set, like a film set. So it's like I'll walk from here to that corner when I say the first line. And then once I hit that mark, my second move might be to reach up to the corner. And as I'm reaching up to the corner, I say the second line. So that's 2 moves. And the third one could be to walk back over here. That's 3. And then if I screw it up, start back at 1. Then go to the corner, say the first line. Reach up, say the second line. Come back, third line. That sort of thing. That's fun too. It does but I will say that can be stifling to your freedom. But it can also train you to be really good at that sort of structure, if that's the kind of thing that you're going to do. So, I don't know, just some food for thought.